Hello dear students, I hope you are all doing great and you are all safe. Welcome to this class on grammar. In this class, we'll be dealing with form class words and function class words. In your school days, you have learned parts of speech, right? What are the parts of speech that you have learned? You have learned noun, proverb, verb, adverb, adjectives, isn't so? So you have learned parts of speech, and the same thing we'll be learning in this class as well. But we have categorized into something else. We don't call them as parts of speech in college, in our paper. The reason is that traditional grammarians, they used to classify these grammatical categories, and they were classified as parts of speech. But the modern grammarians, they thought that it is inadequate. Such a classification is inadequate, and they came up with a new terminology, and they considered, or they called these grammatical categories as word classes. These nouns, proverbs, auxiliary verbs, determiners, articles, they were considered as different classes belonging to this broad term or word class. They belong to word class, and this word class is divided, or these grammatical categories are broadly classified into two. One is form class words and the other one is function class words. Is it clear? There are two new terms that you need to learn. One is form class and the other one is function class words. So what you have learned under parts of speech, we'll be learning under these two categories: form class words and function class words. There is no need for confusion. The same thing, we are using a different terminology. We are not using the phrase parts of speech. We use form class words and function class words. That is all you need to understand for now. So then we need to understand the differences of these two classes. Did you get it? So we'll see the examples of form class words. We have nouns, adverbs, verbs and adjectives. So these four grammatical categories, they belong to the form class words. Form class, they belong to this section, form class. And the other one, function class, comprises of auxiliaries, determiners, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions. So all these categories, they belong to function class. Is it clear? And so, for example, I'll give you an example. In a language, these four grammatical categories, these form class words can be compared to bricks. When you are building a house or something, you have bricks and the mortar, right? The cement mixture. So these form class words are compared to the bricks. And with bricks alone, can we build a house? It is not possible, right? So similarly, in a language, these bricks alone will not suffice. What we want is something to put them together, to cement them together. So these function class words are considered to be the mortar which holds these form class words. Is it clear? And let's see the differences between these form class words and function class words. The form class words, it is called an open set, but the other one is a closed set. And why is it so? For example, is it possible to add a new article? What are the three articles in English language? A and the, right? So there are three articles. So is it possible to have a new article? It is not, right? It is a fixed set. You cannot fixed set, or you can say that it is a limited set. There is a set of words and we cannot add more to it, right? It is a closed set. You cannot add more words into function class, right? That set, that category. But what about the form class words? We can have any number of nouns. We can have loan words. We can borrow words from other language. It is possible. We can add new words to the dictionary. These form class word, it is an open set. It is not closed. So that is the first major difference. The second one is limited and the other one is infinite. This open class words or form class words, they are also called content words because they are semantically important. So before that, this form class words, they are infinite. The number is infinite, but the function class words, the number is limited. And also another difference is that form class words, they are semantically important or they have got a proper lexical meaning. But on the other hand, these function class words, they don't have a proper lexical meaning. This form class words, they are also called content words because they have got semantic meaning to those words, but not for function class words because they have meaning or they attain meaning in relation with the form class words in a sentence, right? You can say the book is on the table. So book is actually book and table, both are form class words. But what about other words? The book is on. So these are all function class words. For example, is. We cannot have a lexical meaning to this is, but they attain meaning or they are important because of the function they perform in a particular sentence, in a context. They have got a particular function to perform. So they are function class words, which are a closed set of limited number or finite number of words. Is it clear? The differences between form class words and function class words. So this is an intro session where you are acquainted with this word classes and form class and function class words and the different categories that come under these form class and function class. So in the coming classes, you'll be learning about different form classes. You'll be dealing with noun in detail, the countable nouns, and so on, verbs, intransitive verbs, transitive verbs, and so on, the functions of different grammatical categories or function class words. So we'll see that in separate classes. So I hope it is clear to you, the form class words and function class words. So all the grammatical categories that we are learning will come under these two broad categories. And I hope you understood the major differences. So what are the major differences between these two classes? The form class words, they are infinite. They are an open set. They are not limited. They are semantically important. But at the same time, but on the other hand, what we find in function class words are they are a closed set. A limited number of words are there. We cannot borrow or create new words. They are not semantically important or they don't have a proper lexical meaning. They attain meaning in relation to the form class words or when they are in a particular context. And what are examples of function class words? Because, that, the, how, does, articles and prepositions and conjunctions. So they are examples of function class words. Is it clear? I hope it is clear, and if you have any doubts, please let me know. Thank you.